Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having a phenomenal day. I know we are. My goodness, this is a profitable time to be in crypto. So I hope you're taking some nice healthy longs there. Obviously, congrats to our community members for some massive profits here. These are just some scalping trades, 13% XRP, 22% Matic, XRP, Litecoin, XRP. The ones I'm more impressed with though is these swing trades here. Take a look at this here. Audio 202. EDU, that's basically a short trade from a few days ago. It's 30%. We got an old Bitcoin swing trade. Same thing with here we go, 61% in 5 days. That's our long from 37 to 42. And then also XRP 42%, Chainlink 62, VeChain 102, Cardano 32, Cartesi 37. The list pretty much goes on. That's all within the last 24 hours. So again, congrats to community members for that. The thing you do got to recognize though here, keep this in mind. Bitcoin dominance is cranking. Okay. And if you've seen my shows or watched my videos, however you want to call it, you need to understand when Bitcoin dominance goes up and the price of Bitcoin goes up, which is roughly where we're at right now, alts will go down. And if Bitcoin comes down much further, we will see a dump, which we've kind of already seen here in a sense with Solana, because that's pretty massive drop here for this coin. From top to bottom, we're looking about a little over 8% in less than, I think it's roughly about 4 to 8 hours. So again, pretty big deal from last night because we were retesting that upper liquidity level there at about 65.50. So let's talk about that first and work our way down. And again, if you are new to the channel, just keep in mind, I love teaching people trade. I hope you can learn something here today. Obviously, please help us out. Hit the like button, grows the community. Greatly appreciate it. And if you want to be part of our community, jump on over to our Discord, Telegram, and Twitter. We got some awesome stuff going on over there. Okay, so this is the 1 month, just to give you perspective. We do have some liquidity level there at about $53. I think we talked about that previously, but that just kind of gives you an understanding of roughly where we're at in the bigger picture. But more immediately, we do see in the last 7 days, $58.30 is that sweet spot for shorts. Well, sorry, not shorts, but whales pushing the price action down, essentially shorting. And there's a great chance we will see that level potentially swept. Okay, again, I only say there's a great chance because of how hard the price wicked down and Bitcoin dominance being up, Bitcoin price being fairly high, likely consideration of Bitcoin pulling back a little bit. Again, watch my Bitcoin analysis if you're unsure about what I'm talking about there. I described kind of what we're looking at there. We hit our 0.5 Fibonacci level on the monthly, and we're rejecting off 42,200 and coming down. Not saying it's going to drop hard, but if Bitcoin does even come down a little bit further, we will see something like this hit. So just be mindful of that. If you got a long position open, wouldn't be the worst thing ever to take some profit. Again, I'm not telling you to close your position, but taking profit is a different story altogether. In fact, you should have taken profit by now anyways, just based on the fact that we were kind of overextended leading into that push yesterday. And with all the, with Bitcoin cranking, it's kind of like this delayed response, right? Bitcoin goes up, altcoins surge, and then when Bitcoin kind of starts to hit a certain plateau, altcoins start to come down pretty fast. So you got to kind of recognize this. This coin is still in good shape. On the daily time frame, we've got the price action over the 20-day SMA. We're not in bad shape whatsoever. But it is still important to recognize that this little momentous trend might be coming to a tentative end, and that we may retest this $58 mark. In fact, 58 seems like a likely target now, especially with all that liquidity being closer to it, just above $58.50. That we very well see that level tested. I wouldn't be surprised if we see one more red day before the price recovers. Again, just standard stuff. Whales taking profit on their most profitable coins. Solana is obviously one of those that has a target on its back because of how strong it's been. Okay? All right, let's take a quick look here. We got to recognize that we are under 50 on the RSI now. That's a bearish sign. Okay, not a full-on bearish sign like the price isn't going to drop, sky isn't falling, but these are all signs here telling us the price wants to continue lower. I typically don't like to short into situations like this because I would have liked to have caught the top. Again, I more so try to find good entries, and unfortunately with this scenario here, I was pretty much sleeping through the opportunity. So that's going to happen. It's basically the epitome of FOMO. Only difference is I try not to FOMO in, and if you just take a trade right now, you might be FOMOing. I hope you understand what I mean by that. Again, not to say it's a bad thing to short right now, because honestly, I think we are going to see a lower price point. But generally speaking, underneath these levels is not a great sign. We're under the 20-day SMA, which is kind of just like a double check. We got to be like, oh, okay, we've lost that initial trend setter. What do we look at next? Well, the 50 is holding at the price action in place. We got 0.5 Fibonacci at 59.50, which could be a good bouncing point as well. But honestly, if we do lose this level here, a lot of support in volume at this range, then we might have a different story altogether and see 58 more likely. Okay, so again, obviously we lose 59, 58 would be the next target. There is potential the price could still bounce and we'd still be in good shape because we'd still be establishing higher lows-ish. But there's no doubt about it. The truth here is that the price action is pulling back. This ascending trend has discontinued, and we got to kind of respect the fact that the price could continue lower. Okay, just again, all the more reason to, I would say, just not overtrade. Simple as that. I mean, you should have taken heaps of profit by now. I know we did, but again, those were all trades that were predetermined. They were set, and I don't change them. So I get a lot of community members asking, "Hey, how in the heck do I keep from always constantly changing my my trades while they're open?" Well, obviously, if you go into it with a day trade, you got to close it before the day's over. If it's a swing trade, though, you got to trust your analysis and hold true to it. Obviously, there's case in points where you got to cut your losses. That's a different story, but this isn't one of those situations. We should have taken profit by now. And again, while I recommended we didn't short yesterday, which is exactly how I would trade, it doesn't necessarily mean you want to just go hard and buy every single dip and try to go long. Okay. Again, at this point, let's go ahead and double check a couple of things here and verify. I'm willing to speculate we're below the cloud here on the hourly, and this would be somewhat of a disadvantageous situation. Okay, so let's see what this tells us here. We are below the cloud, obviously. Lag and spans free and clear. Conversion lines below the baseline. This is 100% verification to leave your short position open if you have one, and not to consider a long position yet. Okay, mainly because we're below the cloud. That means that 62.50 as a close approximate is our new resistance level. 0.786 is going to hold as that resistance. We could even say 61 is the new resistance too, but it's a little premature, a little early to say that. Okay, the important thing to recognize here is that we don't just take a long because it's a dip. Okay? Dollar cost averaging is a different story altogether. You can feel free to do that. I would never dissuade you from considering that. But at this point, we got to respect the fact that there's a lot of bearish signs here. That momentum has shifted, and the price is more likely to go down than it is to go up. Okay, that's just where we're at right now. All right. So, what are your thoughts? Do you think the price is going to continue higher from here? Do you think it's going to bounce? Or are we going to see anything lower at this point? To me, 58 makes more sense with that liquidity level, sweeping this lower level at about 58.30, and then, of course, hitting the old reset button and just projecting from there. So to me personally, I'm going to be looking for an entry down at that level. If it doesn't happen, I'm fine by it. I've got plenty of other trades to take, okay? So again, you shouldn't worry about missing this one opportunity when there's millions of them out there literally at this point at any given time, okay? So don't give in to FOMO. And obviously, make sure you use low leverage, low position sizing in situations like this when there's uncertainty. Okay, I increase my leverage amount when I have more confidence. I'm not confident in a long position right now from Solana. All right, folks, thanks again for watching. I hope you learned something here today. Last thing but not least, too, of course, is actually really important. BingX is requiring a VPN, which means KYC is probably on the horizon for them. That is one of our community favorites, all right? That said, a lot of my members got hit kind of hard with that recently, and we've been talking about Bitunix for a while now. Phenomenal exchange, no KYC, no VPN. It's a tremendous amount of benefits if you use my link to register. And just generally speaking, a really good exchange. They have trailing stop losses, a lot of features that other exchanges do not. So thanks again, Bitunix, for an awesome opportunity for my community members. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. We'll see you next one. Take care.